To new information on the Army soldier behind that deadly shooting at Fort Hood. 34-year-old Ivan Lopez killed 3 people and wounded 16 others before killing himself yesterday. We have late word tonight about what might have motivated this shooting. CBS 2's Dick Brennan here now with more. Dick.
Well, Maurice, authorities now say the gunman had an unstable psychiatric condition that could be the underlying cause of the shooting. And they also say there is a strong possibility that he had a verbal altercation with other soldiers right before the shooting began. Authorities are trying to figure out what triggered the rampage by the gunman, identified as 34-year-old Army truck driver Ivan Lopez. They say he began shooting at a Fort Hood medical building.
We have an active shooter currently on Fort Hood.
Lopez left the medical building, got into another vehicle, and continued firing. He entered a second building and fired again. Police followed him to a parking lot. A female officer approached, and at first Lopez put his hands up, but then he reached for his gun as she pulled out her weapon.
He put the weapon to his head, and he died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Lopez killed 3 people and injured 16 others.
Our critical patients have, specifically, they have some injuries to the neck. We have a potential spine injury, and we also have an abdominal injury.
And we're learning more about the gunman. Army officials say Lopez did not see combat in Iraq, but he was receiving medication for depression and anxiety. And just last month saw a psychiatrist at Fort Hood as part of an evaluation for post-traumatic stress disorder. But Lopez apparently has no ties to extremist groups.
Right now, there are no indications of terrorism, but I can tell you that all avenues are being explored.
Lopez just moved to an apartment near the base with his 3-year-old daughter and wife, who was seen by neighbors after the shooting.
And I saw her come out of her apartment, and she seemed to be, as she was, she was worried and she was crying, and she had a little girl with her. So, I walked over to her and, I tried to console her and comfort her and let her know everything was okay. But it didn't seem to, pretty much, sink in.
The shooting brought back painful memories of the 2009 massacre on the base by Major Nidal Hassan, who killed 13 people.
Obviously, this is the second time that the Fort Hood community has been affected this way. So we join that entire community in honoring those who lost their lives. Every single one of them was an American patriot.
Now, sources tell CBS News Lopez bought his weapon at the same store where Hassan bought his. And now there'll be some major questions about Lopez's psychiatric history and how he was treated for it.